There's an old saying, it might even come from the Bible, a book that is filled with wisdom, whether you believe in its original author or not. Old saying goes, pride comes before the fall. That statement, it is not only extremely accurate today, it is definitely going to maintain its accuracy as we head into next month. Well, KC, what is next month? We've added over 30,000 new subscribers here on the channel since this time last year, so many of you guys, you weren't around last year when we had this celebration. For those of you that don't know, the month of June is set aside to celebrate woke Christmas. Christians, they get one day to celebrate Christmas. Jewish people have 8 nights to celebrate Hanukkah. America has 24 hours to celebrate its birthday on July 4th. Our members of the military, people who should be honored and celebrated 365 days a year. I don't care if you're sitting in a bunker deciphering Morse code or you're on the front lines battling in some foreign country. If you are a member of the military, you should be celebrated every day. Of course, that doesn't happen. We set aside one Monday in May to celebrate those who lost their lives serving this country. We set aside 24 hours in November to honor those who are currently serving or previously served. Which is why it confuses the hell out of me and pisses me off at the same time that deacons at Woke United Methodist take the entire month of June, 30 days, to honor and celebrate the gay pride. I could understand one day of celebration if the plus identifiers want one day every year to celebrate their temporary chosen identity. Let them have it. But an entire month? 4 weeks? Do we really need 4 weeks to celebrate the pride? And these pride celebrations, they are not confined to the month of June either. Once the calendar rolls to December 26th, we don't think about Christmas again until next year. With the gay pride, it is celebrated throughout the year. Teams in the NBA and the NHL, they organize Pride Night celebrations. The NFL dips their shield in the rainbow. For the past 2 or 3 years, major corporations, they have benefited from their dedication to inclusion. We want everyone to shop at our stores, except for normal people. Those bastards can take their business elsewhere. One of the biggest violators, one of the biggest betrayers of normal people is the retail chain Target. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I remember correctly, Target was one of the first retail chains to implement gender-neutral bathrooms. Yeah, if Peter Perv was shopping at Target and found himself in need of a fresh shit sandwich, it was acceptable for him to share the facilities with Tina Teenager. What are you doing in here, Perv? Oh, don't worry, it's okay. Right now, my name's not Peter, my name is Petra, and I choose to identify as female. It is amazing how these companies are all about the pride until the pride takes a bite out of their ass. Bud Light learned this the hard way. After what happened with Bud Light, I thought corporate America learned their lesson. But the arrogance of the shitfuck is limitless. Target has been blinded by the pride, but before we dive into this pending disaster with Target, let's get into the sponsor for today's video, my friends over at Patriots for Prosperity. We have been programmed to believe that throwing our money into a 401k is the best way for us to build wealth. All these financial experts, they have convinced us that putting money into a qualified retirement plan is the best decision. Seems to me the banks benefit the most. They have your money locked away for decades, and God forbid you want to access your money too soon, you get penalized. How dare you ask for your own money? Luckily, we have a better option available. Have you ever wondered where the super wealthy keep their money? Walt Disney, JCPenney, Donald Trump? They use what my friends at Patriots for Prosperity call the Liberty Asset. Been around over 150 years, never failed to turn a profit. Instead of having the bank's best interest in mind, my friends over at Patriots for Prosperity, they have your best interest in mind. They will help you find the best place to store your wealth. And the best part is, you always have access to your money and it grows tax-free. I have been working with Alden all weekend getting myself set up with the Liberty Asset. I encourage you guys to do the same. Go to www.thelibertyasset.com/behindtheline or click the link in the description below to see if the Liberty Asset is right for you. All right, with the month of woke Christmas beginning next week, Target wanted to be prepared for the celebration. This is a group of planful, ambitious shit fucks. They wanted to make sure their stores were adequately prepared for the demand. Well, Casey, what demand? Yeah, I had the same question. Apparently, Target believes there is a demand for tuck-friendly bathing suits. I didn't know what the hell that was, so I had to look it up. A tuck-friendly bathing suit. It appears to be your typical bikini or your typical one piece. However, there's one small difference here, one tiny little adjustment. As you can see here, a tuck-friendly bathing suit is designed to accommodate women with a cucumber in their pants. In other words, it's a bikini for dudes. According to Target, these bathing suits are extremely popular and extremely important for children. According to Target CEO Bryan Cornell, these are important for diversity and inclusion. When we think about our purpose here at Target, we think about helping all families, all families. Someone please explain to me the purpose of a tuck-friendly bathing suit marketed to children. How does that help families? If you're an adult and you want to pretend to be a woman or identify as a woman, and you want to buy a tuck-friendly bathing suit, go for it. But I draw the line when these major corporations develop marketing strategies for this bullshit that is aimed and designed for children. Take a look at this nice display. Ooh, I see the woke mating call, the two-finger salute, which signals you accept dual insertion. If you were to believe the CEO of Target, as well as the mainstream media, you would think this is a smart business decision. You would think we are living in a society full of identifiers. They demand that you honor proper pronouns. If you see a dude with a beard and he requests she, her pronouns, you're expected to comply. But let me ask you something. God forbid something ever happens to Barbara Beard, and he ends up in the emergency room. Before doctors begin their operation, Barbara Beard explains that he identifies as female and should be operated on as a female. What are the doctors going to do? Are they going to ignore the dong in his thong and pretend he's a woman? Or are they going to treat him like a man? You see, situations like that, that's where this world of pretend ceases to exist. Last week on a podcast with Fortune magazine, Target CEO Bryan Cornell claimed, marketing and branding dedicated to diversity, equity, and inclusion is just good for business. Oh, really? Really? Then answer me this. If this marketing strategy is so good for business, why are executives at Target demanding that all of their locations in the southern United States move their gay pride sections to the back of the store? Why are they doing that? This is a complete shift in strategy. The last few years, you walk into a Target store in the month of June, you're going to see Chad Thundercock flaunting his hairy ass in a thong bikini. All of a sudden, Target wants to hide the thunder in the basement? Tuck-friendly bathing suits and cocks with the power of thunder. That is not the only thing Target has to offer. They also offer rainbow-colored dog bones for dogs choosing to identify as cats. We feel it's important to be inclusive to all animal identifiers. Take a look at Roscoe here. Your eyes will tell you Roscoe is a dog. This simply is not true. Roscoe chooses to identify as a squirrel. He definitely has an affinity for the nuts, just like me. An insider working at Target told Fox News they were given 36 hours to remove the pride displays from the front of the store and bury them in the back. Management also demanded they reduce the size of the displays by 66%. Wait a minute here. I thought Target was all about showing off the pride. I thought the CEO claimed pride is good for business. If flaunting your pride is so great for business, why would you want to dim your light by hiding it in the back of the store? The thing is, the truth always comes to the light. The LGBT community, they have been hijacked by woke United Methodist. Their lifestyle has been twisted to further a narrative. There is one reason and one reason only. Target has suddenly shifted their marketing strategy. It is the same reason NBC Sports fired Glenn Kuiper. Fear. They're afraid. But this time, they're afraid of you. They're afraid of me. They're afraid of normal people. According to this Target insider, executives are absolutely terrified that they will be the next target, no pun intended, but that they will be the next target of a boycott from normal people. They saw what happened with Bud Light. They realized that this time it's different. They have come to the realization that normal people, they're not fucking around anymore. Deacons at Woke United Methodist, they have pushed too far. Target is afraid of a nationwide boycott, but just like Bud Light, their arrogance is getting in the way. Their CEO can't keep his mouth shut. Target CEO Bryan Cornell, he wants to keep the Pride celebration glowing. He claims it's good for society. I believe this is the reason they're only hiding these displays in stores located in the South. The problem is, normal people aren't confined to the South. Normal people make up 90% of the American population. We might not agree on government spending. We might not agree on the border. We might have disagreements on abortion. But one thing most people can agree on, we don't want corporations indoctrinating our children. When my girlfriend drags me to Target, we are there to shop for whatever she's looking for. We're there to buy her daughter clothes or swimsuits or whatever. We're not there to have some twisted political agenda shoved in our face. For years, corporate America has consumed the shit sandwich served by the mainstream media. They have neglected normal people, the people who make up 95, 99% of their customer base. They have neglected them to achieve favorable media coverage that's not real. The media can praise Target all they want. Normal people don't trust the media. Instead of record profits being viewed as success, corporations have been viewing praise from the mainstream media as success. That type of success puts you out of business. Now the question is, will there be a nationwide boycott of Target? Will Target be hit as hard as Bud Light? I wish I could sit here and say yes, and maybe I'll be surprised, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I'll tell you why, and I've explained this before. The reason the backlash against Bud Light was so severe, their customer base consisted of men. I'm talking about real men, not men like Bob Greiner. The target demographic for Target is women and children. The only time I step inside Target is when I'm out with my girlfriend and she wants to stop in. I don't ever go there by myself. I imagine most dudes are the same way. Women are less likely to boycott something just because it compromises their values. Just look at all these brands that have neglected real women. Ulta, Maybelline, Target. How many times have there been consequences? 0. Hopefully I'm wrong here, but give me your thoughts. Will there be a nationwide boycott of Target? Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.